Guys, I have a confession to make. I believe Sally Mae is one of the most overrated characters in Helluva Boss. Now hold on, I don't believe she's overrated simply because she's trans. It's just for a completely different reason that I will say shortly. But first I want to thank you all for viewing my video. I didn't expect this many people to view my Barbie wire analysis and I'm grateful for it. So on to this week's topic. Sally Mae is Miller's sister who debuted in Helluva Boss episode 5, The Harvest Moon Festival. After some time after the release of the episode she was pretty popular among the Helluva Boss fandom. So what are my thoughts about her overall? Well, Sally Mae is a character, that's pretty much it. I don't have any opinions on her as a character, because she isn't fleshed out. Sally Mae is Miller's sister who is transgender, that's really what Sally Mae is. She looks pretty, but Sally Mae doesn't have any standalone character similar to Luna and Millie. So that's how I feel about Sally Mae as a character. She's overall just a side character. It's cool that they added her to the show though. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to talk about how Vixie Pop and the other creators used her, and why I don't like it. This is going to be pretty controversial for me to discuss, so don't pull out your pitchforks yet. What I don't like is that upon Harvest Moon Festival's release a lot of people including me were not aware that Sally Mae was transgender, and there was very little indication of that. The only thing that points out that Sally Mae is trans is her horns and hair color. As people know, male imps and female imps have different patterns for their horns and different hair color. However, that information is not shared within Helluva Boss, but instead it was shared in the Has Been Hotel wiki and most likely in a live stream. Upon first watching Harvest Moon Festival, I had no idea that Sally Mae was transgender until a Reddit post basically told me that she was. If you're going to have a character with a certain gender identity, establish it within the series. It could have been something simple like a pin of the transgender flag or a button that has the colors of the transgender flag. The writers of Amphibia did it with Sasha, where she had a bisexual heart sticker on her rearview mirror. It doesn't have to be something big, but it can be small and easily noticeable. I don't get how people consider Sally Mae to be a trans icon when lots of people didn't even know she was trans in the first place. Now the real question is, why do I believe she's overhyped? Well, simply put, she does not have much screen time overall. Sally Mae has around 13 to at most 20 seconds of screen time, and Harvest Moon Festival is 17 minutes and 30 seconds long excluding the credits. Sally Mae doesn't make an appearance later on in the episode despite the fact that Millie and Sally's mom said that Sally Mae would compete in the paint games.
She so does.
It doesn't count if they don't find the body.
Still, you get to root for her and your brothers, and now you can cheer on your boss.
Not once is Sally Mae shown in the pain games. Sally Mae also doesn't appear later on in the episode. It's like the creators of this show just gave her that amount and decided that's all she gets. But why is Sally Mae really loved despite this lack of screen time? Well, it's simple. Merchandise. Despite being a side character, Sally Mae is present in a lot of merch. In the Valentine's and summer merch sales for Helluva Boss, Sally Mae is highly sexualized. Sally Mae hasn't gone through the transition surgery, which is fine, but the merch puts a lot of emphasis on that. What I mean is that her bulge is showing. Sally Mae's swimsuit and Valentine's merchandise are clear examples of this. They just let Sally Mae's thing bulge out with no care in the world. Why is it that Sally Mae's bulge is exposing itself in nearly all of her raunchy merch, but none of the characters who identify as males are not? Well, except Chaz. In conclusion, I believe Sally Mae is really loved because she's pretty sexualized. I get that people like her because she's trans, and that we have a trans character in Helluva Boss, but then again there are also 2 other characters in this show that are trans. At least that's what the horns and hair color imply, but I don't see the fandom falling head over heels for these 2 characters. The trans rep in Helluva Boss sucks. Sally Mae has more screen time as merchandise than she does as an actual character. Let that sink in. I'm not transphobic, just stating the truth. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to be notified whenever I post, and check out my Barbie wire analysis I made not too long ago. Thank you all for watching and take care.